hopefully this is the last take. This is going to be about supplementation. Before I go through supplementation, I think it's probably only fair to tell you the medication that I am currently on just to maintain general aortic health. I am currently on 100 milligrams of metoprolol. I hear a lot of people I read a lot of people complain about it. I don't actually speak with anyone who has aortic dissections, but I see a lot of people complain about it. Yes, it kills your energy. Yes, it's very demotivating. Yes, it slows you down quite a bit, and sometimes you may feel like you're crawling through molasses when you're on it. I've just been able to adapt over the years. Again, I've had 27 years of being on various medications to kind of adapt to understanding what it's like to be medically managed. Now, I don't know what I would end up doing. I would probably be bouncing out the window if I was not on blood pressure medication. That's just what I'm on. Also on 20 milligrams of olmesartan. I was on losartan or Cozar a few years ago, but there was some issue with the Chinese factory producing pills that had cancer-causing chemicals, so I ended up adjusting out to the olmesartan. Also on Coumadin, but I do have an at-home CoaguCheck or INR machine so that I can continuously check the thinness of my blood to make sure that it is okay with any supplements that I may add or any foods that I have, or if I went crazy on broccoli one day, I can just do a little test just to kind of set my mind at ease. Very useful to have if you are somebody who has an artificial heart valve and you do need the management of a Coumadin test. Ask your insurance company about the CoaguCheck. They're very easy to use, and not having to see people is always good, at least in this day and age, I think. Also, so let's talk about the supplementation that I think would be useful. One thing that ends up happening after surgery is your teeth may end up showing it just after a few months down the line. This may be because we're not great at brushing our teeth when we're in the hospital because we don't eat enough food. Maybe we're not drinking enough water. I don't think that's entirely the case. I think that I had like 8 or 13. I had some like absurd number of cavities after my first few surgeries that I needed filled. It was absurd. It really was. But they explained to me like pregnant women experience a lot of your body ends up taking out the nutrients that it needs to repair itself, so you may end up noticing that you're going to have tooth issues, so you're going to want to supplement with something like calcium. I am taking calcium, magnesium, zinc right now, just basic supplement. You're supposed to take up to 3 a day. I'm only taking 1. I don't want to make it too hard to go in or make myself too strong. I will be upping the dosage, obviously, when I'm out, because it just makes sense. Also taking a vitamin D3 supplement. It's a pretty hefty dose. I've been taking the entire time that COVID's been around, pretty much, with the exception of a few months, maybe. Also taking a triple omega, which is fabulous as well. Obviously, there's no problem with that. And I'm also taking a hair supplement. It's got everything from biotin to some of the other basic vitamins. It's got a few different types of collagen. It actually has MSM and sawdust palmetto is probably why I chose it, just in terms of maintaining good hair growth. It's not like my hair is great. I'm going to be bleaching it in a few days and chopping it off in less than a week anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, you just want the hair that you have to look good, so that's what I do. Also on estrogen. I'm on estrogen because somehow I've been blessed to go through perimenopause at the same time that I'm going through this crap. Now, the only thing that I think honestly is going to delay the surgery is if I end up getting my period within a few days, because it's just going to be like bloody murder. I'm not going into the hospital like that. Not going to happen. Anyway, last thing that I am taking currently, and sometimes I do take some B vitamins if I'm feeling sluggish, by the way. That's something that I'll add in. You can basically take whatever the hell you want, to be honest. Last thing I want to talk about is the MSM, which is basically a sulfur supplement. Please look into this. I think that this is actually universally better off for you than any collagen supplementation that you could take.
because your body doesn't naturally produce it. You need it as a supplement in order to actually get an overage of it. And it has such wonderful effects on the body. It has helped me so much with some arthritic issues that I was having in both my hips and my knees, my ankles, as well as my shoulders. It was actually hurting me to lay down in my own bed because something is going on. And obviously I have a connective tissue disorder. This isn't a huge shock that this is happening, but at the same time, if I can take a supplement like this and give myself some relief, as well as a kind of head start in terms of anti-inflammatory, it helps with vascular issues, apparently. Again, these are claims. This is an experiment. I am the live experiment that we are running to see if I can actually prepare for an open heart surgery even after being opened. I literally have had either my neck, my chest, or my body opened 7 times before. If I can actually get myself to the level where the things that I am doing work, then obviously you're probably going to want to listen to me. There is obviously the potential I'm going to die as well. Let's just be honest. It's just, at some point I'm going to run out of luck. But at the same time, I am trying to do all that I can. The good food, the good exercise, the good mind frame, the good supplementation. I also have a PEMF mat, which we'll be talking about later. That particular episode, I think I do need to learn how to edit just so that I can kind of guide you through all the stuff that I found on it, because I think it's really fascinating, and I think it's going to be hugely helpful in terms of my recovery. But I'm also going to go in with some pre-build-up of some healing, I hope. My husband likes to refer to the PMF mat a little bit as crystal blue, but we'll go into it later. Again, look this up. Look it up. Look it up. Honestly, that's just my tip. Go look it up. Again, I am no doctor. Please talk to your doctor before you do any of the things I'm doing, because again, I am a self-experiment right now, so I literally have no medical oversight. I'm going to give a list of all the medications to my anesthesiologist before we go in, tell him all the stuff that I've been doing, and that's pretty much it. So definitely consult with your doctor. Don't be an experiment like I am. Anyway, yes, hit subscribe. I appreciate any of you who made it through this long. And yeah, have a good day.